Okay, so if you are like me and you logged into your Keap account recently and you saw this very scary pop-up message, then let me walk you through the process of resolving it to make sure all of your T's are crossed and I's are dotted with regards to your email deliverability authentication. So inside of Ultimate, which was previously known as Max Classic and before that known as Infusionsoft, you can get to this screen by going to Marketing Settings and then clicking on Email Authentication. You can also get to this information in Keap Pro or Max, but you'll start by going to the Settings section and then navigating to the right option on that list. But from the available domains, you can authenticate or set up your ability to send from that domain. Now, as you can see, I have a variety of users on my account from other domains that I never plan to send email from. But the monkeypodmarketing.com domain, I do send communications from, so I need to take some actions here to let my domain know that Keap has permission to send email on my behalf so that when it shows up in the recipient's inbox, their email service provider, Yahoo, Outlook, Google, they know that this is a trusted email and not somebody spoofing me or pretending to be someone that they're not. It's not a phishing or scam email, and that way they can route it directly to the inbox and help maximize the impact of any email I send for my business. Now, I have previously set this up, but there are some changes coming that require we do it again. So let's go ahead and click the setup icon and we'll walk through this together. Now, here you choose your domain host, but I don't use any of these existing hosts. I host through, I have a WordPress site and it is hosted on WP Engine. And I actually also use Cloudflare, which I think is where the DNS is managed. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Now, it's asking me if I have a DMARC record. And I believe I do because I have set this up in the past, or rather I have hired someone to set it up. But if you aren't sure, you can use this DMARC inspector. So just simply enter your domain, monkeypodmarketing.com, and you can do inspect the domain. And it will tell you if or whether you have a valid DMARC record. So I do. So I can go ahead and click I have a DMARC record, and then it no longer has those other options and settings. Looks like I need to select other here before I can click continue. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, on the next page, I found this to be a little confusing. It's using my selection from the previous page. So because I selected other, it's saying copy records to other. But if Cloudflare had been an option, this would say copy records to Cloudflare. Or if I had selected Bluehost or whatever, it would merge those into those values. So over here in Cloudflare, I need to create a new record for each of these rows. Okay, so let's open up Cloudflare. And before this video, I made sure I knew how to find the right section. So let me see if I can retrace my steps by going to Manage Domains and then choosing Manage and then choosing Configuration. So there we have, looks like my price is going up as well. So here we have Configuration and Update DNS Configuration. And here we have a list of the records that have been created. So this is as far as I have gotten. This all looks very intimidating to me, but I'm going to do my best to model it for us all. And then what I'll probably do is wind up hiring someone to review my work anyway, because I know that this is the type of thing that can actually hurt your deliverability if you don't do it correctly. So I clicked add a record. Type, I believe, is CNAME. And then we've got the cr984.monkeypodmarketing.com and return at Infusion Mail. So I'll copy both of those, hop in here. Oh, I need to change this to CNAME. Okay, so it looks like it only needs that first bit, and it fills in the rest of it. Okay, so that is helpful. And then this must be the target. And I think that's it. So let's do save. Okay, that's one. And then we'll click add another, go to CNAME again. Copy those. Jump back into Cloudflare. And click save again. And let's do the third one, CNAME. With both of those values. Paste them in. I'm using a Mac plugin called Paste, which allows me to copy multiple values at the same time and then choose which ones I want to paste. So if you're hearing or wondering my clipboard wizardry, it's a like couple bucks a month plugin called Paste app that allows you to do multiple values copied at the same time. So I've added all three of those now. I don't know how quickly that will get updated in my app here, but let's click refresh. It still says pending, so I'm gonna wait and give it a little bit of time for those to register, and then I will refresh this again and see if we can authenticate it. And I'll probably, regardless of what it says, have someone double check my work. Okay, so quick interjection here. I did have my good friend Mr. Mark Penny from MEPI double check my work, and I made a mistake. So I need to turn the proxy off on all three of these. So DNS only is what we are looking for. And if I hadn't, it won't successfully be approved. So make sure that that proxy is turned off so that it is DNS only. I don't know if that will immediately fix the authentication issue, but let's double check here. Well, would you look at that? Turns out I did it correctly. Well, not the first time, but with Mark's guidance, I was able to fix it. So shout out to him, and you can get his help if you're interested at mepi.com. Tell him I said what's up. Now, I know that I glossed over a few things because you might use a tool that, or a host rather, that is not on this list. If you use one that's on this list, hopefully the instructions are really straightforward. If you're like me and you have your web hosting elsewhere, you might have to do a little bit of legwork to figure out where you configure DNS records. So that was the curveball here. I did that before the video to save you the effort of me sleuthing through my own WordPress site and WP Engine hosting, and I found this section in Cloudflare. But once you find that, hopefully the process of adding your records is made pretty simple using the details that they have laid out for us in the wizard here. So this is an important step to take. I know it's probably not your love language. It certainly isn't mine. But if you rely on email for your business, for marketing, for sales, or just for communicating with your existing customers, then there are changes coming to Gmail and to Outlook and to the other email hosts out there that you want to be in front of. Rather than waiting until your deliverability drops off, you want to make sure that you have the right authentication in place so that you don't experience a disruption or any sort of turbulence over the upcoming weeks and months as these changes are being rolled out. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you have any questions or you'd like a resource to help you walk through this process, feel free to ask or reach out directly. Take care.